You had Mikey in your videos the other day.
What's up, fam of Liberty, and everyone else watching this video who's not following our channel for some mystifying, inexplicable, unfathomable reason? It's your new best friend, Big Sarge, the artist formerly known as Admin Tim. I'm the founder of the Sons of Liberty. If you're new to this channel, then I know what you're thinking. You see the beard, the t-shirt, the logo, the captions on the video titles that are potentially misleading, and you think to yourself, this motherfucker is a right-wing clown. So let me go ahead and get this out of the way. Fuck Donald Trump. Fuck Elon Musk. Fuck GOP politicians. And fuck the billionaire bourgeoisie class. This channel and its comment sections are not a safe space for bootlicking simps, for a convicted felon, adjudicated rapist, Wish.com fascist oligarch, failed insurrectionist, and wannabe authoritarian tyrant. Now that you know where I stand on things, if you're still here and you're not frantically rage typing into the comment box like a triggered snowflake simping for Velveeta Voldemort, then maybe consider following this channel after you watch this video. Yesterday, it was announced that Luigi Mangione, the suspect in the murder of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson, has been charged with murder in furtherance of terrorism. And whilst there was an alleged ideological component to the alleged crime, personally, I think that's a big stretch. That would mean that there are an awful lot of shootings that need to be reclassified as terrorism then. But let's not split hairs here. This country is owned by and run by obscenely wealthy corporate oligarchs who buy politicians and make them into millionaires. It's like Shadowrun come to life. So the odds of these capitalist leeches getting their way is pretty high. For all y'all out there begging us to promote a petition for President Biden and New York Governor Kathy Hochul to pardon Mangione, allow me to Sarge-splain things to you. Biden can't pardon a state-level felony, and neither can the governor until someone has been convicted. And since there hasn't been a trial, that's not a thing. And also, Mangione is presumed innocent until proven guilty. That's a cornerstone of our justice system, at least until capitalist pigs, tear it down and rewrite it into something like a dystopian hellmouth. Anyway, if you're expecting the governor of New York to back Mangione over the countless wealthy people living in New York, where obscenely wealthy people tend to play, then you're out of your fucking mind. I mean, where do you think Wall Street is? Governor Hochul is creating a special hotline just for CEOs to report alleged threats to their safety, and hosted a virtual meeting with nearly 200 companies and their security teams to discuss how the state can better protect the wealthy. And to be clear, yes, people do deserve to be healthy, well, and safe in this country. That applies to even the poorest of the poor. So also to be clear, if you're the cause of people not being healthy, wealthy, and safe, then you're essentially a villain, and I anticipate ending up on a fucking watch list, as well as having some rich CEOs call the hotline on us, because I'm not backing down from this. Because remember how the very smart medical guys gave up the patent for insulin so that everyone could have it for free, and now they charge obscenely large amounts of money for it? That's American capitalism, or as I've started calling it, crapitalism. Now, I don't entertain any notions of grandeur about whether or not any of these filthy rich oligarchs watch our channels. Why would they? But just in case anyone connected to them is watching, here's some advice. Literally nobody but cultist peasants swallowing the party load are concerned for their safety. And by there, I mean yours, as in the wealthy oligarchs. And many of the same people are hoping that one of you is next. And nobody that I know is clutching their pearls about everyone rooting for the demise of a rich oligarch. And no amount of media narrative trying to villainize the alleged suspect is going to change that. Oftentimes, the reason that people aren't freaking out about something that worries or offends you isn't because they like or support that thing, but because they're much more concerned about other things and won't have time to worry about your thing until those bigger issues are addressed. Like, I doubt there are many people who actually think vigilantes murdering healthcare CEOs is the right way to fix our healthcare system. I'm not saying I do, but I'm not saying it either. But you're going to need to address a lot of other issues before they find some spare change in their emotional couch cushions to fret over it. This often gets mislabeled as single issue thinking, but it's more like serial concern. One problem resolves, but instead of bringing relief, it just means that the next worst concern is now front and center. I don't know how far down CEOs of universally loathed companies getting murdered is on that list for most people, but it's definitely lower than every columnist at the mainstream media outlets expects it to be. And if you haven't figured out yet that your decision to publish a withering critique of norm breaking or the collapse of civic virtue is basically useless, well, you should probably just keep writing for the New York Times. We've seen this before. Our social safety net largely exists because earlier generations of plutocrats and oligarchs got scared about the working class, murdering them in response to relentless exploitation and greed. It wasn't the only factor, but it was more important than folks generally think. For people who actually worry about this, which is fancy talk for mostly executives and people who aspire to become them, I'm pleased to report that you do have some options. And now, a word from today's sponsor, Forgiveness Hut. Yes, that was a monetization dig. Hey there, all you holy rollers out there. Brother Billy Ray DeVille here with the special message for the holidays, or should I say the holy days. Did you yell at the cashier this week for saying happy holidays? Did you sneer down your nose at the homeless person while you walk by? Did you insult the intelligence of a barista while you asked for an absolutely ridiculous coffee order? Worry not, good Christian. Absolution can be yours at Forgiveness Hut. Forgiveness Hut, where you can eat all you want, make an absolute mess, demand anything for the low price of $19.99 per person. Discount for 5 people or more at $9.99 per person. Forgiveness Hut. And you don't have to tip. That's right. Our servers absolutely expect you'll treat them like a fart in church. Leave the fake scripture money. Leave a penny. Leave nothing. Forgiveness Hut. You came into this world with nothing, you're going to depart with nothing, so why not leave nothing for them poor waitstaff wage slaves getting paid less than minimum wage? It's their lot in life. Should have made better life choices, am I right? Forgiveness Hut. Come on down for our Sunday after church special. Fried chicken steak with gravy, mashed taters, collard greens, and corn. And as an added bonus, we'll throw in a mystery hair just so you have something to complain about. Forgiveness Hut. Absolution for your sinful ass. Lord, forgive me, for I have done said a naughty word. Forgiven! See how that works? Forgiveness Hut! Oh, hello there. I'm Admin Tim McBig Sarge, life coach to the fabulously wealthy. I've got some pointers out there for all you wealthy CEOs, aspiring CEOs, and business executives. Option 1, ride it out. Surely, there aren't enough enraged people to murder all of you. The odds are pretty good that most of you won't get murdered, even if you keep doing things that everyone hates. You can wait until the next dystopian nightmare comes along and everyone forgets. P.S. We won't forget, so you may as well just wag the dog and gin up some fake controversial issue. I'm going to say this as a combat veteran. I personally believe that the world's wealthiest sociopathic supervillain and his bootlicking toady, the failed presidential candidate Vivek Ramaswamy, Ramaswamy? I don't know. Trying to demolish the VA and strip veterans of their benefits and disability pay? I think that a couple of billionaire CEOs threatening to take away the health care and insurance and benefits of a bunch of pissed off, highly trained killers with PTSD is an excellent way to kick off the class war. And that's not even the most frightening part. You ever seen a pissed off dependa? Imagine millions of those. Option 2, fix every other problem first. If you somehow get everyone to feel comfortable about the state of the economy, the environment, society, democracy, war, genocide, poverty, disease, and several hundred other enormous challenges, then everyone will have plenty of juice left in the tank to worry about solving the terrible CEOs of universally loathed companies getting murdered problem. And to be honest, if you spend a single year living like the average American with only those amenities that they have, and spent the collective billions of dollars that you're not getting, spend that money on fixing issues, you'd be more like Batman or Tony Stark instead of Lex Luthor, which leads me to option 3, change your behavior. You know what would have resulted in a massive outpouring of support from the public in the wake of a healthcare CEO being murdered? If the company that he ran focused heavily on getting people the care that they need. All of it in a timely, coherent way and without ridiculous after-the-fact billing, opaque rules for coverage decisions, knowingly using faulty AI that regularly deny claims that should have been approved, or even just simply not using AI. Instead, reinvest your massive profits in improving the quality of your services rather than delivering shareholder value. And to be clear, you don't provide a service. You extort money legally per the government, which needs to fucking change, for a service that you claim is vital, but really just this exists because we decided it should exist. Option 4 is what I like to call the comedy ban gun options. I mean, Godspeed if you can make it happen. But this is a country that has looked at children being murdered constantly for decades and decided that's not worth doing a single coherent thing to prevent. I am highly confident that Stop Murdering Kids is way higher on the list than Stop Murdering CEOs. Now, like I said in a recent video, if you agree that murder is bad, but you don't think that health insurance death panels denying life-saving care and critical medicine, which cost the lives of tens of thousands of people each year, if you don't agree that that's bad, then it's not that you think murder is bad. It's that you think rich people can murder poor people. So just be honest to yourself and to us. For once, this isn't our problem to deal with, which is kind of nice, I have to say. Obligatory disclaimers. The resistance starts with us. To that end, we've been organizing local Sons of Liberty chapters by region. Please do not ask me in the comments if we have a chapter in such and such state or such region. Get on Discord, because rule number 1 of Sons of Liberty Fight Club is that we don't talk about Sons of Liberty Fight Club. Watch my OPSEC video. Some of y'all desperately need it. We're doing all of these things on the Sons of Liberty Discord server because social media oligarchs like Mark Zuckerberg and his bootlicking simp Dustin Coxmack and Apartheid Andy can't mute or censor our content on Discord. On Discord, you can hang out with the Sons of Liberty admin team and the rest of the fam of Liberty. It's not just a chat platform. We have useful sections. We also have sections for gamers, but we have regional sections with helpful resources where you can learn about home defense, self-defense, martial arts, hand-to-hand combat, protecting yourself, which weapons are best for your home defense uses, victory gardens, canning and jarring preservative things. I'm fucking this up badly. I honestly have not paid as much attention as I should to some of the channels, but I let them run themselves. We also have a channel for veterans, and you can also get updates from all of our different social media platforms. I do want to point out that that makes our Discord incredibly ping heavy, but you can moderate and opt out of those. If you need assistance with that, I've got a whole ass YouTube tutorial on how to Sons of Liberty Discord. And I'm going to link it up here in one of these little corners somewhere. If you watch it and you're still having trouble, then let us know on Discord. Don't just join the Discord server. There's some steps that you have to take on Discord in order to get access to the members only sections. So if you're getting on our Discord and you're not starting at the step 1 channel, which is very prominently displayed, it's the first place that you end up, and then it says move on to the step 2 channel, and then it says move on to the step 3 channel, and you're not figuring this out, that's where you need to start. Don't send me a Discord DM and be like, hey, how do I get access to Idaho's channel or whatever? Follow instructions, please. It'll save you some embarrassment and it'll save me some time, which lets me make more videos. Yay. The invite link to Discord is in the Throatpunch at the end of all of our videos. It's also in the YouTube video description and in the TikTok and YouTube channel descriptions. If you like the shirts or the hoodie that I wear in my videos, some of them, but not all of them, are available in the Sons of Liberty merch store, which is listed in the link tree in our TikTok and YouTube channel descriptions. On YouTube, it's also in the video description. We put up new merch all the time, and I want to thank the small amount of artists who've also contributed in addition to my own designs. Speaking of designs, I've been asked about Sons of Liberty beanies. So there's currently a poll on Discord in the server announcements channel, so go read it and then react accordingly. If you like our video content, then we'd appreciate it if you'd follow us on all of the other socials that we have, whichever ones that you've got. The various socials that we have are listed in the Throatpunch at the end of our videos and in the link tree, which is found on our YouTube and TikTok channel descriptions. On YouTube and TikTok, we'd also appreciate it if you'd subscribe, like, and get notifications on our channel. A little bit of a different process on TikTok, but if you're on TikTok, then you already know that. Also, fuck TikTok. I'm going to stop posting my shit there. You can watch the full videos on YouTube only. Well, also on our Facebook, at least until they shut that down too. You can help us extend our reach by sharing our video content on all of your socials. And you can help beat the algorithm by leaving us at least 7 words in the comment section. 7 words has been determined to be the magic number for the algorithm to decide that your engagement on our content is meaningful and that therefore it should suggest our videos and our channel to people who watch the same videos that you watch. By the way, that algorithm works on most social media platforms, so be cognizant of that on all the other places where you support your favorite content creators, like us. On that note, if you watch this video all the way to the end and you can't think of a single thing to say, the phrase, I made it to the end, Big Sarge, is actually 8 words. And I do post the YouTube video and watch it and scroll the comments to see who's posted I made it to the end, Big Sarge, before the video is even completed. Nice try. 2 claps and a Rick. Make billionaires afraid again. Woo! And now, guess what time it is? And now it's time for the Throatpunch! I wrote this song for all the haters and MAGA fuckface ass clowns who still haven't figured out they're the victims of a class war and a culture war. Fuck you. 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 Fuck you, fuck you. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, motherfuck you. Fuck you. Thank you.